filming your fingers for a cutaway. Then you stop typing on me. What'd you ask?
So what kind of compelling content are you shooting right now?
I'm doing
you guys on their computers?
Yeah, roll the open type of thing. But they're not doing anything.
Roll it open, I guess.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
Good tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. It's a good day. I'm in a good mood now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to the show. I'm Jason. It is Friday. I don't know about you, but I needed this Friday. Are we not excited for the Friday being here? It has been the week. It is, I can't believe this. It's the end of our first week in Chicago, and we just want to say thanks to everybody. We're not going off the air. I'm just saying, but it sounds like I'm saying, but thanks to everyone that's been really kind and reached out to us from Chicago. We can't wait to spend the rest of the summer with you. Coming up, speaking of the show, coming up today, if you are on TikTok and you're scrolling through and you see a man with a chicken and a goat, it is probably this guy. Matt Matthews is on the show today. He's a farmer. He's a TikTok superstar. And before he comes on the show, quickly, go to TikTok right now and Google him and go on TikTok and search for Matt Matthews. His videos, I have to credit Kendall. Kendall brought him to us. His videos are hysterical, so he'll be on the show today. And producer Ted, if you're new to us, producer Ted is great at several things. He's great at driving a bus. He's great at producing a show. That's a joke for our crew. And he's great at reviewing Hallmark movies. And today, he's going to be reviewing the newest one. That's coming up, so let's start the show. Hit it, Steve. Here we go. Hi. It's been an exciting day around here. Friends, say hi to Kendall. I love it. The audience physically said hello. I said a clap.
Hello.
I love that. Hello. Hello. How you doing?
I'm great. I love your suit.
Thank you. I know this is my Ron Burgundy. People on the online call it my Ron Burgundy suit. So yeah, thank you.
Good.
It's fine. I do look a little Ron Burgundy-ish, but
we wore this for our very first promo shoot together. This
we did.
Ensemble.
There is a poster in our lobby. That's right. We are wearing our publicity. Now you're more beautiful and I'm older. Yeah,
you know?
but yeah. And you didn't have that when we were doing the publicity photo, but I wanted to say too. Look. One of my favorite, I have a couple broadcasting people that I admire because of their skills for years. Obviously, Oprah Winfrey. I love Oprah, and then Letterman, and then Johnny Carson, and then it's Howard Stern because of his interview skills. Nobody, I think, does a better celebrity interview in this era than Howard. Howard called me, if you're a longtime watcher of the show, Howard called me like 4 or 5 years ago. Wasn't it, Jeff? About 4 or 5 years ago, because his wife, Beth, they were on vacation, and Beth stumbled upon our show and liked it. And he tracked me down on vacation. He had Baba Booey, his executive producer, tracked down me online. Baba Booey sent me a DM, and he goes, "This is really Baba Booey." And I went, "No, it's not." He goes, "This is Gary's his name." But Gary goes, "No, Jason, it's really me, and Howard would like to talk to you." And I said, "Oh my God."
Really?
And so then Howard, he goes, "Howard's going to be calling you. So if you get an unlisted number, answer the damn phone." So I, later that day, I'm in my kitchen and son of a biscuit, there comes this unknown number. I pick it up and the next voice I hear is Howard Stern. And he goes, "Hi, Jason." I go, "Hello." And he says, "I just wanted to let you know that I watch your show and the show's great. You're great." And he said, "I don't know why Fox doesn't put you around the country." I said, "Well, call Fox." And yeah.
Call the boss.
You know people who know people who know people at Fox. Call Fox. Anyway, and it was just, and you can relate to this part of it. You know how when you're in a great moment and you're like, I want to remember every you want to be in the
Detail.
moment, every detail. I remember staring out of my window in my bedroom going, I'm talking to Howard Stern, I better remember this. So then we hung up and he tried to call me a year later for something else. I rolled him into voicemail.
Yes. He did.
I rolled him into voicemail accidentally. And then my voicemail was full, so he couldn't leave a message. The next day on the show, he gets on the show, his show, and justifiably rips me. I mean, like, just takes me apart. Robin's making fun of me, and he's telling me, clean out your damn emails. And I said, yeah, I need to do that. Well, I thought he was mad at me. I don't think he is, because Tuesday, the Howard Stern show rolled a clip from our show. So we were out, yeah. Because I thought, oh my God, it's
My
not every,
hero hates
well,
me.
it's not every day somebody like that calls you, and then
No.
so audience, I've learned my lesson. If you look right now, I clear out my voicemails. So Howard, please, if you want to call again, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Steve. Here we go. First up, it's the music collab we've all been waiting for. Madonna and Sam Smith are out with a new song, and it's called Vulgar. And here's the deal. We don't want to lose our liquor license a week into being in Chicago and Seattle. We don't. So we literally found how long is this clip, Jeff? 12 seconds. This is the only 12 seconds of the song that we can play without losing the liquor license. Look.
Do what we wanna, we say what we gotta, we're sexy and free, and we feel vulgar.
Banger.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's like an 11 p.m. dance club hit.
Kendall,
That's
I
what it
haven't seen
is.
11 p.m. since the 80s. So I mean, okay, fine, the 90s. I mean, late 90s. No, I got to be honest, I hate it right now.
You hate it? Like, that's a passionate word.
I capital H hate it right now. Yeah.
Okay, I don't
Audience,
feel that way.
but
to be clear.
I've heard from my friend and Alexis on the radio show that the more you listen to it, it grows on you. And I like Madonna. I'm an 80s kid. Madonna is my Madonna. I just don't like it right now. I shan't be listening to it this weekend in the car.
There's a beat drop.
There's a what?
There's a beat drop. All
I'm
you need is a beat
48.
drop.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by beat drop. What does that mean?
Well, we heard it in the song where it's like da 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 da, beat drop, boom, boom, and then it goes. It like takes off. That's the beat drop. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. That's the beat drop. When do you want to go?
Steve, take five. Steve, take five real quick. I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah.
Right. Vulgar.
There's a beat drop. Okay. I'll listen to it more over the weekend.
This is his like sexy experience. I mean, he's got Unholy and then he's got Vulgar. I'm like, what's next,
And I'm not a
babe?
prude. I mean, I got to tell you, 80s kid, I grew up when everyone was freaking out over I Want Your Sex by George Michael.
Right.
Remember, I've lived through that. I've lived through the freak out over Murphy Brown. I'm not a prude, but I don't know. Well, I know. He's very sad.
He released it during Pride. We're supposed to dance to it.
Look, I'll go to headquarters and I'll tell you what to dance to. Next on the dish. Speaking of new music, Shawn Mendes also dropped a new single while we were sleeping. This is a little controversial for a different reason. Because Shawn, and we can't blame Shawn, I don't think he does his own marketing. What is he, the Jason Show? That was for you. That was for our crew. But he used the smoke-filled air of New York City as the backdrop for the YouTube video. Look. the song is called What the Hell Are We Dying For? And some fans love the song, but others think using the smoke-filled air of New York right now as a backdrop was tacky. Look, the internet pitchforkers, they're going after him. I don't go out. I'm like not mad about it. I would have just used a generic, because the song is about a city burning and he is trying to make a message or send a message.
Right.
I get it. But maybe use a generic city right now because this is a real situation going on. And you know how sensitive and easily triggered people are right now?
Yeah.
I would have made up a city and smoke-filled that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Or go to Adobe and find put in generic city and use that.
I think he's just really having a moment because he just broke up with Camila Cabello again. So maybe he's just like not all thinking about that.
Is that confirmed that I didn't even know they were back together. I know they held hands outside of a donut shop. And then, yeah.
The latest news, according to Page 6, who usually,
They're pretty good.
Yeah, said that they tried it out and they realized that they're just not right for each other.
You know why? You know why?
I'm not getting into that water with you.
No, no, not that water. That's a different pool.
Okay.
No, because here's a friend told me this saying years ago, and it's right. Your ex is your ex for a reason.
Yes. I'm gonna swim over here. Yep.
Lots more to come. Don't forget, hey, tickets are available for next week. Come be in the studio audience. So we're having fun all summer. Great guests. It's going to be so fun. Head to eventbrite.com or get the Eventbrite app. Search The Jason Show. Pick a day. You're in by 9:30. You're out by around 11:15, 11:30. It's free. Check out some audience members that came this week. Our little selfie machine. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody. Back after this.
Dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me.
I should point out, too, these lovely flowers, we came into the office after the show yesterday. The laundry guy, Patrick, sent those to us, congratulating us for our expansion. He's just the nicest guy. If you missed that segment, God, I was talking to my mom about it yesterday. We learned nobody does stain removal like that man. I mean, seriously, nobody does. And we don't do a lot of lifestyle stuff on this show anymore. We're more comedy and goofiness to make you laugh. But we make an exception for him and the wine woman. Wine diva.
Woman.
That wine woman. Yeah, anyway.
I also learned that you can use vodka spray as a breathalyzer in your case.
That's right, yeah.
Just like...
Not a breathalyzer.
Not a breathalyzer. A breath mint. The opposite.
No. That feels, yeah. Hey, Steve, take 5. Kids, don't listen to Auntie Kendall.
No.
Yeah.
She's drunk.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
pregnant.
You're pregnant.
No.
Oh my gosh, Kendall. How many times can you stick your foot in your mouth in one segment?
In 1 week?
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot, absolutely, yeah. I see the emails. Welcome back. Amy Schumer was a guest on Watch What Happens Live last night, and she talked about, all she could talk about was Vanderpump Rules. That's our late night rewind.
In general,
In the
Vanderpump
season, yes.
before. Okay, I have always been really annoyed by Tom Sandoval.
Okay. Okay.
From back in the day. And by the way, like Vanderpump Rules, like this whole season for many months has been the biggest part of my life. And many people as I know, you know, you talk to people at a party and then you find the people who watch Vanderpump
Yeah.
and you go and you sit and you talk for the rest of the night.
Yes.
So, but I have always been like, this guy is a megalomaniac, he's a narcissist. So before any of this, I have not been a Sandoval fan.
Thoughts on Raquel's revelation at the end of the part 3?
Okay, part three of the reunion left you like, you know, it's because it's all been kind of fun and we're all talking, but then like part 3, you're like, you need a minute to. It's like the end of Schindler's List. You're like,
Right.
you're kind of like, you needed a minute, you know.
Right.
So.
Well, there's a comparison I never thought I would hear before. Okay, I'll just let that one sit. It's time for a special serving a hot dish all the way from Hollywood audience. Give it up for Brad Appleton from TMZ, everybody.
Good morning, Jason. Hey, everybody.
Hi, buddy.
I like this. Usually we talk on what, Mondays or Tuesdays, and now the Friday, we're closer to the weekend. It's a lot better.
Absolutely. And Brad, this is your first time since we grew to Chicago. So say hi to Chicago, Brad.
Hey, awesome. Hey, Chicago, congrats. That's great.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, first up, while we were sleeping, Bill Murray got a new girlfriend.
He sure did. And this one has a lot of people surprised because it's kind of an unlikely pairing. Bill Murray is reportedly dating Khalees. Now, if you don't know Khalees, you certainly will know her song, Milkshake. It was super popular, still is. But anyway, The Sun reports that 72-year-old Bill and 43-year-old Khalees, they've been hanging out a lot recently, especially overseas, because she's been playing a bunch of shows there. He's been in attendance. I guess they were spotted at a hotel together there, too. But the kind of telling sign here, Jason, we've reached out to both sides for comment multiple times. When something like this isn't true, reps are quick to shut it down, and there has just been no comment on either side here. So seems like this is a legit thing right now.
Yeah, I mean, if they're seen at a hotel lobby, you know what I mean? They're not there for like a mermaid convention, you know?
That's exactly it. And he's been backstage at the shows. He's been cheering for her. He's been hanging out backstage with her. I mean, seems like it's legit.
That's right. Milkshakes for everyone. Next up, drama for one. Aaron, drama for one of the members. Yeah, right. Drama for one of the members of Blink 182. What's going on?
Well, Mark Hoppus, he's the bass guitarist in Blink 182. Obviously, huge band. They just had a massive comeback that started at Coachella. They're on tour right now. But he is experiencing some serious rich people problems because he has filed a lawsuit against one of his neighbors in Beverly Hills, saying that they have failed to maintain one of their pine trees and it's now blocking his beautiful view.
What?
So I know. So look, I kind of sort of get it because there are some beautiful views up in Beverly Hills, but it'll be interesting to see what the court rules here. Have to imagine if there is a mandate and there are rules and they're violated, the tree will be taken down or at least trimmed. but it's just kind of funny the things that celebrities deal with.
Oh, that pine tree, man, ruining his life.
That's it.
That's
Take
right.
it down.
Brad, I love being able to say this to you. Have a great weekend, Brad.
You as well. Thanks, Jason. Have a good one.
You can find more of these stories at TMZ.com and on TV. To search for TMZ on TV, check your local listings. That's right. When was the last time we talked about Blink 182?
Well, they were just on tour. They're still on tour. I mean, hello. I love them.
I know you do.
Fell in love with the girl at the
Next
rock
in the
show.
dish, HBO is out with a trailer for its next documentary, and this one is about one of the very first celebrities, public people, we'll talk about in a minute, to die of AIDS. Here's a look at the HBO documentary, Rock Hudson, All That Heaven Allowed. Look at this.
Based on votes of moviegoers all over the nation, most popular actor of the year.
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson. Actor Rock Hudson.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, man.
The Rock was an icon.
He was by far the biggest star in Hollywood.
Not only did women say, that's the man I want to marry, many men said, that's the man I'd like to be. He had more than one world. He had the studio world, he had this gay world.
If the truth had come out, that would have been the end of his career. It's as simple as that.
Oh, you.
Hiding in closets isn't going to cure you.
Rock is the last of those manufactured stars where every aspect of what we think to be their private life has been built by other people.
You are divine.
I know, but I'm in training.
Rock was one of the biggest. He was absolutely one of the biggest stars in Hollywood until he passed away in 1985. And, you know, one of the things for young folks, for the youngins watching, and Kendall and I were discussing this because, you know, you would have really no reason to know him unless you were seeped in pop culture every day. The thing that sticks out, because I was 11, 12 at the time, he was on a show called Dynasty, one of the nighttime soaps. And this was back in the day when we didn't know, there was more fear than anything about AIDS. We didn't know how it was contracted. Poor Ryan White. Anyway, and he was on the set of he was on doing an arc on Dynasty, and he famously kissed star Linda Evans. And there was just outrage and hysteria. I'm not even being dramatic. There was hysteria on the set of the show. There was the tabloids devoured him. Linda, bless Linda's heart, unlike a lot of people in Hollywood who abandoned him, Linda Evans stood by him and defended him. And she's like, I am not worried. Because people was like, oh my God, you kissed Rock Hudson. And that scene was replayed on the news. And it was like vultures going after him. So he was the first person to really deal with the AIDS epidemic publicly in such a way. It was
sacrificial lamb.
Very much. And it was really hard to watch. This doc hits HBO at the end of the month. Looks good. Okay, let's move on to something lighter and far less important. The buzziest show of the last few weeks, Vanderpump Rules, is getting a spinoff on Hulu. Vanderpump Rules has been, look, the talk, you just heard Amy Schumer talk about it, of Bravo World, thanks to the cheating scandal, Scandival. Now Hulu has picked up a 10-episode spinoff called Vanderpump Villa. It will follow Lisa's staff at her luxury French villa. Yeah, no doubt. Where else do you think it's going to be? Boise? Anyway, where else would Lisa have her villa? The finale of Vanderpump Rules drew a series high 4 million viewers. Let me just put in perspective why that's a big deal. Network shows that get 6 million are considered huge hits right now. So that's pretty good. Lisa Vanderpump is real excited right now.
She's getting even richer.
Yeah. But what I don't understand, why didn't Bravo pick this up?
I don't get that either, because they're not owned by the same parent company.
No, different company.
So,
Hulu is mainly controlled by Disney at this point. NBC Universal has a small take in it, small part of it. But if I'm Bravo, why wouldn't you take whatever she produces, why wouldn't you just take?
Right, and or to your point, it would be on Peacock then,
It would be
right?
on
If you want
Peacock.
it to be streaming.
Yeah, I know. There's more to that aspect of the story. Time to meet our final JVIP of the week. This is Mary Andrews from Faribault. She says she loves watching the interaction between Kendall and I. She also loves, oh, well, she picked a good day to watch. She loves producer Ted's Hallmark reviews. That's right. Well, Mary, you're one of 20 or 30. That's fantastic. No, everybody loves Ted. Everybody loves Ted. Mary's going to get a Jason Shump mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Coming up, he's a farmer, a comedian, and a TikTok sensation. Matt Matthews will join us live. Hope there's some chickens involved. Anyway, he'll join us live in just a little bit. And then, when it comes to Hallmark Entertainment, nobody knows it like producer Ted. This week, he's reviewing Dancing Detective. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. I say it a lot. You know, if you watch the show, influencers usually drive me just absolutely insane. So when we have one on the show, it means that I love them like Cap. I love them, and our next guest is one of those stars. He is a social media superstar. That term's overused, but with him, it's true. Thanks to his TikTok account, where he shows us all his farm chores. Look.
Heifer, you knock me over, we're gonna have some problems. Hey, TT! TT, you You get TT, I ain't on her no more. Come here, you fat ooh-wee. What you want me to do?
Now, credit where credit's due, because people sometimes ask when we do Q&As, how do you book guests and how does the show come together and da-da-da. It really, and it's one of the joys of doing the show, is if we have an idea, poof, we can make it a reality and bring it to you. And this is one of credit where credit's due. You posted one of his TikToks on your social.
Yeah.
I watched it. I really did laugh out loud.
You do.
And,
you like cry.
And it was, it's your favorite video and mine.
Mm-hmm.
Which one, describe what he did in that one, because
Yes.
I think it's his open. It's his opus.
It's his open.
Yeah.
And he puts on a bathrobe every morning and says it's time for farm chores. Word. And he goes out and he kind of like grumbles into it. And he always has to feed his chickens.
Yeah.
And the chickens have a mind of their own. And like they all have a name. They're all ridiculous. They all clearly love him. And it's just between the chickens, the goats, and the different like chopping wood,
yeah.
various farm chores that like nobody wants to do that he somehow makes hilarious. It's just comedy gold.
It's pure comedy. And then he managed, and this is why I appreciate what he has done. He's taken being an influencer and spun it off into various careers, and now he's on tour.
Mm-hmm.
He's on tour. He's doing a stand-up comedy show all over the country, and he's coming here. I believe he's coming to Seattle, near Seattle. There's the chickens.
And
now there are the chickens.
The babies.
The babies. He loves the chickens. He does not like the goats.
No.
He does not like the goats. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty trying to get Matt. You know, it's the 21st century and Wi-Fi is scarce. So we're going to take a break. We'll get Matt when we return. Back in a moment. Welcome back. The joys of live television. I love live TV. Yeah. We're having some technical difficulties getting Matt. When we get Matt a little bit later in the show, we'll bring him to you. But right now, a no-nonsense detective is summoned to Malta to investigate, thank you, audience, to investigate the murder of a CEO. But, if she is to solve the crime, she must first learn how to dance. And work effectively with her partner. The plot that I just described is from the Hallmark movie, The Dancing Detective, A Deadly Tango.
2 days ago, Mark Aston, the CEO of Aston International, is found dead at the hotel. We need someone to work undercover. I've never danced a day in my life. We found you a dance partner. He'll also play your husband.
If you're gonna pull this off, you're gonna have to let your hair down.
Time to start digging. We need to get to know our suspects.
They're a lovely couple, but they do ask a lot of questions.
It's time for us to tango.
That is the Dancing Detective, A Deadly Tango. It aired recently on Hallmark Mysteries and Movies. That's right. And thank you, teleprompter. When it comes to Hallmark, there's only one person we turn to, and that means it's once again time for 42% of America loves Ted. Joining us from our control room, which I hope is working, is our producer, Ted.
Everything's fine here. Everything's fine.
The call is coming from inside the room, Ted. Yeah. Ted, first of all, Ted, now be polite. Ted, be polite. Say hi to Chicago.
Hi, Chicago.
That's right. That's Theodore, everybody.
True story. I could eat an Italian beef sub every day for the rest of my life.
Well, now the entire city loves you, Ted.
Yep.
That's how easy it is. Okay, let's get to this movie because for people that don't know, Ted is an expert. He spends most of the holiday season watching nothing but Hallmark movies. Here we go. Let me ask this. Have you ever watched one of these? Because this isn't a Hallmark. This is a Hallmark mystery thing.
Yeah, no, I have never. I don't even think I've even located Hallmark movies and mysteries on the dial until I watched it this past weekend. So this is a first for me. It's a little weird recalibrating my brain to
not
because
holiday.
you think a certain way, and now it's this.
Now I gave a little bit of the plot there. Am I missing anything? Is the audience? What else does the audience need to know about this wonderful motion picture?
So you have Lacey Chabert, who plays the detective. Wonderful. And her dancing partner, she doesn't know how to dance, and she's got to enter this competition in order to investigate who murdered the CEO.
Ooh.
Why she needs to infiltrate this dancing competition, I'm still trying to figure that out, but be that as it may. The dancing partner is a dancing guy from England who then he's like, well, I've got to be a detective too, even though he's not a detective. He's just sort of a goofy, wacky guy. So they together are going to solve this murder.
What did you like about it the most?
Well, the whole thing was shot in Malta. And I got to say, for the Hallmark movies we're used to, they shoot them in Vancouver, and, you got the fake snow, and it's lovely.
Lovely.
But
it's fake.
Yeah. We're in Malta, and the scenery is gorgeous.
Did this remind you of anything?
I got some Miss Congeniality vibes, where she's infiltrating the beauty pageant.
Yeah.
I got a little, I love this. Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted's a big Angela Lansbury fan.
Yeah. Kind of mix those two together and sprinkle in some just overall Hallmark goodness, and that's the vibe I got.
Now, when producer Ted reviews Hallmark holiday movies, we go through a checklist because this is no offense. This is why we love it. All of these are formulaic. There's literally a recipe on the back of the box. So let's go.
It takes 2 weeks to shoot them. So
that's right. It's rice-a-roni. Add water, stir, add Lacey Chabert, a little bit of Melissa Gilbert. You know what I mean? And then you got a movie. So Ted, shall we go through the check marks?
Yeah.
Number one, did the movie possess a plot line involving a big city girl or guy that moves to a small town?
I mean, is Malta a small town? Maybe. I guess, maybe. Sure.
Was there some sort of kiss in a gazebo?
No.
Okay. Oh, wait. Malta Town Square, maybe?
I don't even think there was a kiss. I was trying to, I'm watching this and I'm like, I don't think this is a love story.
Was there any sex?
No.
Okay. Well, it is. Oh, it is Hallmark. I don't know. I don't know.
It's a mystery.
I don't know if they have sex on Hallmark. I don't know. I don't know what's allowed. No, okay, the audience has strong feelings about that.
Just a peck, but not on this one.
Okay, and did it star Lacey Shea Bear? Check, yeah, on that one. Okay, Ted reviews movies. You know, Siskel and Ebert gave thumbs up, thumbs down. Ted, Theodore here, gives gold crowns 1 to 4. Ted, how many?
And look, we're tough with these, right?
Yeah.
We're tough. This one, look, for my first Hallmark movies and mysteries, I was very pleased with it. And Steve, why don't we show the audience what we've given them? And it is 3 crowns.
Wow.
I was very pleased.
Hey, Ted. Theodore?
Yes?
Theodore, if there was sex, would that have been a 4?
Maybe 3.5.
Perfect. Theodore, everybody. Thank you, buddy. Ted Johnson. Okay. I need all of you to do a little prayer in this segment, or in this commercial break. Pray for Wi-Fi. Because when we return, we're going to try to talk to Matt next. Stay with us, everybody. Millions of followers. He is a social media star. He's a farmer. He's a comedian. I'm talking about one of our favorite new humans on the planet. Well, he's not new. He's been on the planet for a while, but he's new to us. We're talking about TikTok star Matt Matthews. Look at this.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. We're not starting this early. My little grandbaby is gonna freeze to death. You better lay your little ass on her. Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. Go on, Retta. Go. Go. There's your baby. She's gonna freeze to death. Go get her.
Audience, give it up for Matt Matthews, everyone. Hi, Matt.
Hey, thanks for having me.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to finally see you. I'm glad the Wi-Fi worked. Oh. Now, why did I jinx it?
Look, I know I got country internet, but I ain't never had this kind of problem before. What in the hell?
I know. Well, Matt, before it freezes up again, let me get one normal question out. How did this start? Did you just go out to the coop one day with your phone and post it, and boom, it grew from there? How did this start?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I just started literally posting what I was doing, and it blew up, and people liked it, so I kept doing it.
I always talk about the moment, whether it's someone wins, a big prize or they get a big role, like the cast of Friends, like the moment you knew it was big. Matt, was there a moment for you, whether it was maybe follower count or something went viral and you got notifications? When did you know that it had exploded?
I don't think I still realize it has exploded. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just out here living my life, and it has really popped off in a way that I never expected it to. So I'm riding the wave, and people just said it made them feel good, it made them laugh, and I became a light in a dark place for a lot of people. So that's why I kept doing it.
Yeah, a lot of people, audience, 3 million plus followers on TikTok. And I love it. Yeah, I hate the term humble beginnings, but you're just a normal person. Like, you grew up in Alabama, right, Matt?
Yeah, I actually grew up in the projects, real poor, no money. We was balling on a budget. And then I, determined to make things different for my life, and I worked really hard to build an incredible business for myself, and making people laugh, and then growing a business or growing a presence on social media, and it's just kind of grown even more from there.
I know. I said in your intro before we got disconnected before, some influencers, and I'm sure you might feel the same way, drive me nuts because there's no there. But I admire you so much because you turned the joy that you brought to so many people into a viable and thriving business. I mean, hello, you're on the road now. I want to talk about that. You're going to be here, and we're in Seattle and Chicago. You're going to be all over the place. What was that first day on stage like, being a stand-up? I mean, it's nothing but you, a light, and a mic, and you're looking out into shadows of people. What was that night like?
Oh, I was terrified. I was like, wait a minute, like, what if these folks don't like me? I might mess this up. But it actually was one of the most natural things that I've ever done. Just being myself and telling my stories. I'm not a typical stand-up comedian by any means. I don't just tell jokes. I tell my stories, and I tell my life and the trauma and the tragic things that I've been through, and it resonates and it connects with my audience. And so thankfully my trauma gets to be their laughter.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say, one of the things I also connect with you, I always told friends that if I ever write a book or if I ever do kind of a one-guy show, I mean, hello, this is a talk show, but I would call mine Gay in Indiana, because I always thought there was nothing worse than being gay in Indiana, but you were gay in Alabama. So I don't know, maybe... So it's
Maybe
not
I was gay in the projects.
Okay,
I mean,
Matt, you had one more comma than I did.
Like, can we pick a struggle?
Is being gay in Alabama what I think being gay in Alabama is like?
Yes and no. My mama taught me at an early age that these hands are rated E for everyone. So I was always ready to throw down. So, you couldn't be this fabulous living in the projects without knowing how to swing on a hoe. So. Yeah.
Oh, God. Why? I really needed you in Indiana, Matt. We could have been real good friends.
you gotta be ready at all times.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, finally, one of the, I don't want to call them plot lines, but one of the through lines of all your videos, and it's our crew's favorite, is the rivalry between goats and chickens. What is it with the goats, Matt, that you can't stand the goats?
I hate them damn goats. They are nasty, and the billy goats pee in their beard.
They pee in their beard?
Yes, they literally urinate on their face.
Oh God!
Can you imagine what that smells like? And they always get out. Oh my! I hate them.
Matt? How many do you have now?
Like 8.
Oh God! You have 8? There they are right there.
Not on my own. The goats are my husband's. I don't deal with the goats. You see, it's just always a mess with them.
Look at him. Are they smart creatures, Matt? Or they don't know? Are the chickens? Because I didn't think chickens were that smart. It looks like the chickens are a little smarter than the goats.
Not by much.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, here locally, and my mother is going to have a heart attack because she lives very close. You're going to be at the Ames Center in Burnsville. Are you getting more comfortable, Matt, as the tour goes on?
Oh, absolutely. I'll be up there shaking my titties. I am here for it. Like, I am just up there living my best life. I don't know what I'm going to say when I get up there. I don't know what I'm about to do. I'm just up there living it. And
oh, God.
So far, they're loving it.
Oh, Matt, please, not that you did, but please come back on whenever, my friend, please. Yeah. And we'll see you. We'll see you later this summer. Give it up, everybody, for Matt Matthews. My God. I think in 8 seasons, that's the first time anyone ever said, shake your, yeah. There we go. MattMatthews.com. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, my God. Oh. It's time for the world's shortest segment. It's the boy band mashup you're probably not aware of. 4 guys from NSYNC, New Kids, 98 Degrees, Boys to Men, teamed up for this new commercial. Look at this. Yep, that's Joey, Nick Lachey, Joey McIntyre, and Wanya Morris as the fake band Boys No More. They're featured in a new AAA insurance commercial singing Make It Right. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. It's good, actually. I might actually go to that show. Jason Show. Come see us next week. Great guests. It is time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. We don't know what's in this segment until I read it right now. Today, forget hot dogs or Cracker Jacks. One baseball fan prefers something else. And a lot of it. A guy at the Cleveland Guardians Boston Red Sox game this week was caught eating a tub of mustard with a wooden spoon.
No.
I'm gonna vomit. He did it while sitting in the front row. It appears to be a gallon tub of mustard. No word if this is real or he did it, well, to be TikTok famous. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry, is that upsetting your
That's upsetting me.
Because the baby did kick during the commercial break. Is the baby kicking now? Okay. Here's a look at some of the guests joining us on the show next week. Brooke McDonald, she is our Disney World expert. And our Cheese Whiz ladies back, Stephanie Hansen. Great, the best travel deals from Thrifty Traveler and TikTok star That Midwestern Mom. But that's going to do it for us this week. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being